Hello guys, welcome to a guide for BS. I think my microphone wasn't working for a bit there. This is level 63 instance in Aion, which is important for one single fact, and that is that you can get remodeled Danuar armor by doing this instance 10 times. You have 3 entries per week, and you need to repeat a quest inside this instance. It is level 65 plus, so I recommend you to get to level 65 before you go here. And when you complete the quest 9 times, you get a remodeled Danuar armor box that you can then modify and use. It is a very good armor. It is one of the best armors in the game right now in patch 5.5, 5.0.5. Sorry, it's one of the best armors in the game right now. What do you need to know about the instance? There is only one way forward, so there is pretty much no way to get lost here. Um, you might find it a bit hard to find groups for this instance since not a lot of people do it. Not a lot of people know about the fact that you can get um, ancient coin armor from here because it was not always like that. But this instance has also many other interesting drops besides the reward of Danuar armor itself, and that is ancient coins, blood marks, Carmium fragments, Carmium medals, some steel rose skins, some unique skins and eternal items that are unique to this instance, some relics that you can turn in for AP. Yeah, pretty useful stuff. Mm. So I do definitely recommend you to run this instance 3 times per week. This instance is not the longest, it's not the shortest, it's somewhere in the middle. It depends largely on how your group is composed, how well the overall run goes, how good the DPS is, obviously. And this instance has only one boss at the very end of the instance, but it has a few mini bosses, so to speak, and it also has chests that you can open for additional loot. As you can see, it's these stone treasure boxes thingies. There's 7 of them in the instance, and there is one final chest, and before the last boss. You can either sleep these mobs guarding the chests if you have a cloth class in your group that can CC, or a gunner. You can CC them, but most of the time groups just kill them. Typically, the ancient coin bundles are done one by one. This means you get one and you pass 5 until everybody gets one. I'm not sure how this group will do it, but yeah, one ancient coin bundle each. The instance is oftentimes filled with a lot of thresh mobs, so it's advisable to bring some AoE classes into the instance. The mobs die pretty easy, but they can also hit pretty hard, so if you have no AoE classes it can be a little bit hard. Um, it might feel like this guide is a bit empty, but there's not much to elaborate on really. It's fairly easy instance if you are not in like resurgent gear. If you have higher level people who have a little bit better gear, it's it's fairly easy instance. And even if you don't need the ancient coin gear, the remodeled Danuar gear for use, you can still run this instance for ancient mana stones, and you can still mythify the ancient coin piece and then sell it for some extra kina. So I recommend this instance to everybody, no matter what gear level you are on right now. To some people the instance might seem a little tedious. For me, I do enjoy it, so that's one of the reasons why I run it so much. And this is also one of the reasons why I don't like that it is being overlooked, especially on the lesser populated servers. This footage right now that I'm commenting live. is from Sil, Ilios, so it is a little bit easier to find a group here. But if you are playing on the lower populated servers like Tiamat, Kahrun, you might find it very hard to find a group for this instance. But it's always a good idea, like for example, if you have a few friends who play together with you, or if you have a legion, yeah, do weekly runs of this instance for your legion because it's really useful and everybody will appreciate it. And if you have friends here, then well, it's time well spent. It's definitely a rewarding instance. As far as additional entries go, I am not sure if there are specific scrolls for this instance on the Black Cloud market, but none of the selectable scrolls work for it, so there would need to be some mm, specific scrolls. But as I said, it has 3 entries and it resets every Wednesday on 9 a.m. server time. So with every Wednesday maintenance, you will get 3 more entries. That means you need 4 weeks to complete the Ancient Conquest, Remote of Danuar Armor quest. If you finish all 3 of your runs per week successfully. It is it is recommended to loot all the mobs in the instance because all these Shulak mercenary mobs have a chance to drop Steel Rose skins. Steel Rose is an instance that was already removed from Aion with the patch 4.8, so this is the only place that you can get the Steel Rose skins in Aion right now in patch 5.0.5. As far as gear goes, what stats you need to run this instance? It is not a very hard instance. You can down it even with bad gear, but it will take you obviously a longer time to beat it if your gear is not good. I definitely do not advise running it in Resurgence. That means the level 56 free gear that you get from the free quests. I mean, you can do it, but I would advise you to just not use Resurgence at all and rather run Bashmandir Temple hard mode or Renth's base and Tiamat Stronghold to get you some gear. And that gear will be fine for also other instances. Resurgent gear is a big mistake, in my opinion, from the publishers of the game. It's not very good and it's not optimal for new players to just skip all the lower level instances because then you will not learn anything about your class in the group play and you can be badly surprised in some of the higher level instances. So you need to learn cooperation and your role in the group as soon as possible because if you do not then you will suffer at the higher levels. As you have seen us battling the boss, the mini boss that killed me, the keykeeper, he has a chance to give you either a blue key or a red key. If he gives you a red key, then you will lose one of the chests. There is a way to get it, but you need at least two people to do it. If you get a blue key, then the chest is right ahead of you and you can just grab it. We got the red key, so it will be a little more difficult to get the extra chest. I'll show you how to do it, however. So this is the rear entrance to the blue path. This is the entrance that you will have to use if you want to get the um, extra box. So one person lures all the mobs while the other one opens the chest. It's pretty easy. Then to open the path next, you will need to use this cannon. Somebody's actually already there, so I won't go there. You can use the cannon without aggroing the chief by going around here, which I suppose they did not know, hence why they did it like this, that they actually attacked the mob, but it's not needed. If you carefully come from the other side, the mob will not notice you and it will not aggro on you. Our gunners are not using AoEs. I don't know why. They have a lot of AoEs on the cannon that they could use. So usually you use area of effect skills to get rid of these trash mobs. You don't actually beat them one by one. The last boss has three varieties. Either you will get a mage boss, a cleric boss, or an assassin boss. Each of them has different special abilities that they start using at 25%. The assassin, which we got in this run, is the easiest one. Um, the medic being the hardest one for unskilled groups because it requires a lot of DPS. The medic has a shield through which if you don't burn, you will lose what was I supposed to say? Um, if you don't burn through the cleric's shield fast enough, then it will heal, and it will just keep healing itself if you don't burn through the shield. So you need to have good DPS. The Sork does an AoE that insta kills everybody. Um, insta kills everybody who is 41 meters or less from the boss. So you need to be more than 41 meters from the boss um, to actually be able to kill it. The Templar can stand usually through the hit, but you need to have iron skin, and at the same time you have to be careful to not kite any of the bosses out of this square area, because if you do they will reset. So just whatever you do, keep them inside here. And this is the chest for the Realm of Danuar repeated request, by the way, that you need to loot the item from. So always make sure that all of your group members are here when you open it, otherwise they won't be able to use it. And also if somebody opens it during the fight and you don't notice it, the chest will disappear after like a minute or minute and a half. So make sure that you only open the chest after the boss is dead and everybody is present. Otherwise, congratulations for being a cunt. Now it does happen every so often in pickup groups that some DPS just straight off in the middle of the fight and just goes open the box for whatever fucking reason. So you have to be careful and keep an eye on it. As soon as you see it open, just go loot it because otherwise it will disappear and you will not get your first update. Well, some people I guess just have a habit of ruining other people's game experience on purpose. So that's definitely one thing to keep in mind. Keep your eye on your chest. The boss also has a habit of random aggroing people. No matter on your current level of enmity, it will just switch targets. So that's why everybody needs to be inside the square. Because if you take it too far outside or if you run too far away from the boss, it will just reset and its HP will become 100% again. And you do not want that, obviously. And that's it. You've successfully completed Danuar Sanctuary. Enjoy your blood marks and other stuff. Thank you for watching. Hope it was helpful. See you in the next video.